just a little longer now, when I feel this pain no more. Everything I've done for you is what I fight for.
Less of an Angel supposed to be for a wake for a friend of mine who died. Her husband asked me to write some kind of a melody song for her wake, for her funeral, and I didn't have enough time in the time that he asked me to make this song or this melody for her. I just didn't want to give him you know, just a melody. I felt compelled to give him a real song, you know. When I was just putting it together, it was basically me on a guitar, you know, trying to figure out some kind of a melody or something that would sound really nice. And I was just running into all sorts of problems. Nothing was working, nothing was fit, you know. So I kind of laid that down and then just tried to think of lyrics, you know, to put together of how I would think about this person, you know, and what she's been through. And then that's when, I guess you could say, the magic started.
She wastes her time trying her best to make you laugh, caring for those thought that never last.
Usually when I write songs, you know, I try to tell a story. I'm a storyteller when I write my music. I want my songs to have, you know, some legitimate content. After I posted my song up on Reverb Nation, one of my fans, they made a makeshift music video of the song, and they posted it up on YouTube, and I'm like, okay, there's a music video of a song that I wrote, and I haven't even made it, you know, I haven't done anything. So I found it charming. I found it kind of flattering, and it happened to be a wife of a good friend that I know that's also a fan of mine, and it was kind of it was a blessing. It was an honor to have that done. But then, you know, it kind of shook me in such a sense. I wanted to. After I saw that, I'm like, well, how come I'm not making this video? You know, how come I'm not making this music video when somebody else has? So, you know, it was like a wake up call. It's like, okay, well, if my fans want a music video, maybe I should be the one to, you know, to get this coming out, you know, officially.
Shock approached me originally about doing a music video for another of his songs called Dangerous. And you know, we were knocking back some ideas and things for that, but then halfway through he kind of said, actually I've got another song that I want to do a music video for. Complete change of pace, complete change of style. You know, it's not a metal song, it's kind of a rock ballad kind of thing. He just goes, but I really want to do a music video for this, and this kind of piqued my interest because Shock's not the rock ballad guy. You know, when I first met him, it was metal, it was hard rock and stuff, and he played Less of an Angel to me and told me the story behind it, you know, about Hey Dosty and what she'd been trying to do and the fact she was dying from cancer and where this song came from. And I realised that this actually had a lot of heart, it had a lot of story going for it.
Please God, let me try before I say goodbye. I just want them all to know that I will be alright.
Most music videos are about the artist, that's kind of the main thing. But this wasn't about that. This was about telling a story. It was about, you know, a woman dying of cancer, trying to do what she wanted to do before she died. And Shokamo himself had turned around several times and said, look, I don't it's not about me, it's about this story. And so we still had to have kind of performance part to the music video. You still had to have, you know, Shock playing, because otherwise you can't put a face to the sound you're hearing.
This is not even my genre. I write about other stuff, you know, that's you know, not, doesn't even tap this type of subject, you know. And you know, metalheads, you know, that's what I am, that's what I do, you know. I'm into the loud distortion, and you know, I can throw down with the worst of them, you know. You know, I like it pretty thuggish, you know, and meaty, you know, with heavy. That's who I am, you know. You know, and that's my rep. Everybody knows, you know, who Shokamo is. You know, he's a heavy metal guy, you know, and that's so to do something that's quite diverse of what I normally do. You know, it just you know, it's kind of shocking, you know.
We weren't going to tell a literal story of what happened to Haya, because it required too much exposition. We didn't really have the runtime. You couldn't do it with dialogue. So we kind of kept to the basic story of, she's a woman dying of cancer, trying to do good. And the good that she was trying to do was to try and to get her piano student into a prestigious music school. That was the idea. This, action-wise, for you, it's pretty much playing constantly. There's nothing real else going on. But for you, this is all about your thought process. You're now not thinking about what's ahead of you. You're thinking about how little time you have left.
Okay.
So and you're wasting it here with this bloody student that just can't learn shit. Why am I wasting my time?
Just learn the piano, pass the test.
Then I can go. When it came around to actually getting people on board for this music video, the benefits of having such a strong song with such a strong concept was that you actually get to pick and choose, you know, good people to be on it. Had a brilliant DOP. We had Ashley Ducker in come on board to kind of shoot and light the video. He's got very nice kind of style, makes things very photographic. He's a skilled photographer on his own right. So we got a very nice natural look from the work that he did.
I am rolling. Wow, look at that, it's beautiful.
Kimberly Taylor, who came on board as the makeup artist, kind of thrown in at the last minute as well, because she was a last minute kind of replacement for the makeup artist we originally had, who then got a job elsewhere.
Wow.
But she did an amazing job, because she had to make our star, Yvonne Wan, progressively ill backwards and forwards through various scenes in the film. Originally we'd cast someone else, but the shooting schedule we had and the dates didn't work out for them. So, I mean, that was part of the reason why the project took so long to come to fruition. A little brief moment of not being too sure if you want to open it.
Okay.
Like a quarter of a second, maybe.
Okay.
I know it's quite a small period of time,
yeah,
but just that little half beat. And action. So Yvonne Wan came on kind of late in the process as a recast, but I'm so glad we got her, because she really got the video, she got the character, and then you realise that you're going to need to be strong, and and from that point onwards, that's what it is.
Okay.
So this is we're kind of rush through those 7 stages, or at least show some of them in these 2 scenes.
Okay. Perfect. So I'm just going to take it from your direction if you just shout stuff at me.
That's cool, like I say, we're not going on audio, so...
Yeah? Cool.
That was quite, I mean, it's quite difficult to portray it without saying any words, because you want to show that, you know that the illness is taking over, but really she's such a determined person, so she was going until the very end, so she didn't want that to show, so I wanted to portray it in a way that hopefully, showed that she was really strong up until the end.
This is a drama, effectively. with no dialogue. They have to do everything completely silent. They have to convey it all through their eyes and their facial expressions. And I mean, one of my favourite parts of the video is where Robin realises that, you know, Yvonne's passed on, and you can just see his world break, and he does that just here in his eyes. I've worked with Robin several times over the years, and he's always been a fantastic actor. And I really love what he brought to the table.
Conveying the emotion just through the eyes and through the looks, and obviously with the other cast, it's just been, it was hard work, but getting the characters out, I think it works really well that way with no dialogue.
The lack of dialogue, yeah, because you need to show kind of everything on your face and in your eyes. You want to show like 5 different things, and without words, you're trying to say that, and you don't want to over kind of dramatize it, I guess. But hopefully I did. These guys did well.
And we needed a piano student to come in, and Katrina joined us to play the piano student. She's kind of got the right sort of look and age for someone who might be going off to a music school, but she couldn't play piano. So you'll notice that there's no close-ups at all of her playing the piano, because anyone who can play the piano would sit and think, what the hell is she playing? It's just ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk. So we kind of kept it to kind of above the waist shots and the character shots and things. But I don't think anyone would really notice that she's not playing the piano. Even in the one shot where you do see her hands on the keys, you're looking at the blood on the hand in that particular shot instead. So hopefully no one really notices that. If you're actually listening to what was being played on set, it really didn't sound that great. Yeah. Action.
But she hides it with a smile.
You know, we storyboarded quite extensively the story and the shots that we were going to use and how it was going to paste together, because it's the sort of thing you have to do in a music video. And I'm kind of amazed at how close some of those shots came to, you know, our original plans for them. But yeah, it's weird. It was quite a relaxed and easy shoot. I mean, I'm used to shooting 20-minute dramas in 2 days, where you're running around like a headless chicken and you end up missing setups and having to compromise on everything just to get stuff done in the very long days that, you know, 16-hour days often to do that. But this was, you know, for a 4-minute music video, and we didn't even have 2 whole days, because we kind of started late on the first day because we didn't have Yvonne till midday. So effectively it was a day and a half, and that, you know, Emily and I were constantly looking around, sitting there going, are we behind schedule? And we're like, no, we're ahead of schedule by a lot. We've got plenty of time, we're good. And it was a very bizarre situation to be in. I doubt I'll ever have it that easy ever again, but it was nice. It meant that you could concentrate on, you know, getting the shots right and getting the actors right and getting the performances that you wanted, because this is a video that's all about the performance.
I think today went pretty well. It was really interesting, and I found it really unique to be able to hold up some kind of black weather thing, you know, with a broom to make sure, you know, the light doesn't come in, that sort of thing.
So very professional shoot then.
Yes, it was beyond belief. You know, it was an incredible experience. It's something I never done before, and, you know, it was fun watching all the actors, you know, do their thing, and watching you direct, and everybody getting into the thick of it all. You know, it's not what it seems. You know, when you see the trailers and other stuff, you know, that goes on in filming. So filming a music video, it just seems there's more to it than what you see, you know, as a finished result. So no, it was pretty cool to, you know, be a part of that.
Okay, Dan, cool. Is that the last shot?
That is indeed.
So what does that mean?
That means it's a wrap.
Yay!
I'll give it all I
song taught me a lot about, you know, selflessness, not being so selfish. You know, everybody thinks about themselves, you know, when they're writing the song. I mean, it's inevitable. But you know, this was not about me. This is about somebody else. And she died believing in trying to help somebody. You know, so writing the song, how can I possibly honor that? I just followed the song. I went by its course. You know, it led me along, and it led me to strange things.